Anyway, what I was saying is, the plywood's going to be bumped out, like an extra 1.5 feet on each side. So the steel pipe frame of the dome will stay where it is, obviously. I'm not moving that. But then there will be like 1.5 feet of space between that and the plywood. Originally I was going to make it 8 inches. But if I make it 1.5 feet, it works out great. Plus, that's like a lot of space for stuff. I don't know. Something good's going to happen in there. Alright, in order to execute my roof plan, I need some 12-foot long T cross-section pieces, so I'm starting to make those. Does that make sense to you?
Oh, absolutely. Whatever you
Yeah, I'm still not exactly sure what I'm doing yet, but it'll make sense soon. This is what I mean by a T cross-section, and that's it. 12 feet long. I need like 20 of those for the roof. The top piece here is a 2x3, and then half a 2x3, and then a 2x4, and half a 2x4. Isn't that exciting? Alright, that's more than enough panels to do the roof. Especially if I include the ones that are all over drying. Now I have to figure out how to do the roof. Oh, I still need more of those 12-foot T cross-section thingies. Oh, it's actually kind of sunny today again. And it's like 70 degrees outside. The weather people are sure screwed up. They said it was supposed to pour rain all day. Anyway, I just went on the roof, did some measurements, because now it's the time to do some measurements and actually figure out some stuff. Because I don't want to be on the roof measuring and cutting while I'm trying to get the roof of the dome on before it rains. So, this is a very roundabout way of saying this. In a nutshell, I want to get everything ready to go, then just have it all ready to be screwed together quickly as possible. So, here's my fancy measurements. This is the slope of the roof that I'm going to do some stuff with, and this is some other measurements, but I have to go do some calculations and figure out some stuff so I can cut a whole bunch of pieces and make everything work perfectly. Okay, calculator, tell me the answers. 0? Wait, that can't be right. Oh, I have to tell you the right questions to get the answers. Alright, hold on. Okay, kids, this is where all that math you learned is important. This is the slope of the roof piece I'm going to make. This is how high it goes. This is how far it goes. So 24 inches across, otherwise 2 feet. 14¼ inches down. How do I find out how long this piece has to be? Well, this is Pythagorean's theorem. Thank you, Pythagorean. Ooh, let's see. 24 inches. Oh, where's the squared button? I'll just do times 24. Same thing. Equals 576. I'm writing it down just in case I mess it up. I like to do my math in pieces, even though I have a calculator to do it all for me. This way I can catch mistakes as I make them. Okay, 14¼ 14.25 times 14.25 equals 203.0. Yeah, that's good enough. 0.06. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, that plus that equals this squared. So that plus 576. Okay. 779. So x equals the square root of 779. And this is where I'm really happy I have a calculator, because square roots are hard to do in your head. Ooh, 27.91 inches. Excellent! Ooh, it's so weird, like, writing something and watching it through the camera, because there's a bit of a delay. So, like, I'll do the action of a 1, and it doesn't show up yet. I'm already on the 4. Okay. Ooh, more math. In my triangle, I need this to be 12 feet long, which is 144 inches. And this to that, the ratio of this to that is the same as the ratio to that to that. So if I take this number, divide it by that one, multiply it by this 24, that's 2 feet, have to keep my units the same, then I get this. Whoosh. And why did I need to know that? It's because the outer edge of the dome is going to be 80 feet all the way around. And Then I'm going to have 12-foot pieces going in, and then there's going to be another thing. Wait a minute. I'm not using 12 feet. What am I going to use? I just remembered 12 feet will actually overhang the 80. What I'm doing this measurement for, I forgot, is to get 8-foot lengths. So this 132 doesn't go here. I need 8 feet between here and here, but at this angle, so I need to know the horizontal distance, which I figured out the same way I did the other one, 82.55 inches. 82.55. And I need to know that because there are going to be, let me think, 20 pieces all the way around here. So the end of each piece will be 4 feet on the end, and I need to know what to cut this end to be, so that when I put all the plywoods on, they'll be like this. And a whole sheet's, like this. I need to know where to cut off. And now I just have to divide, I have to figure out the circumference of this circle, and then figure out each piece.
Yeah, this is just more easy math. As long as you paid attention to math class.
Blah 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 blah. And the important thing is, this is the shape of each piece. So this is a 4x8 sheet. I have to cut off things like that to make this end 22.06 inches.
Are you in?
And now I'm going to do all those calculations again, just to make sure I didn't screw them up. Because I'd rather take 5 minutes to redo it than, man, all the time would be spent cutting them wrong and putting them up and finding out they don't fit. Oh, that'd be terrible. Okay, double checking. And yes, I know where the squared button is on my calculator. I just didn't feel like trying to find it through the little viewfinder. So give me a break.
Ooh, I've got the measurements for all the roofy pieces.
And I know my calculations aren't perfect. I'm sure some math nerds are fuming right now watching this, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Just close enough that it'll work. Because like when I'm sawing, I can't saw like individual molecules apart. As long as I'm within an 1/8 inch, I'm good. Oh, and I roughed in some errors where I knew there were errors. I estimated what it was and added a little bit, took away a little bit here and there. But it should work out good. Now I have to put my math to the test and actually start cutting these out. Probably can't see it, but there's a line right there. And over there. And I will be wearing my special protective safety gear. So I don't go deaf, get stuff in my eyes, or get like foam in my lungs.
Alright, I set my saw to only cut through the plywood. So now I have to cut through the foam. So I don't want to shoot foam dust all over with the saw. And the foam is easy to cut through with a knife. In order to not waste any material, because I hate wasting material, the next piece just starts with the last piece left off, so I'm going to have seams through a lot of these. I'm not sure. I think I'm just going to leave them disconnected and not glue it together or anything or screw it until I actually put it in place on the roof. Then I can connect them together. Yeah.